The world is prepared to receive every one of us. So, what I say now to everybody, and I said to my sons, is you should do whatever you like to do. That's the best thing you can do in your life, is to choose something that you like and develop yourself in that way. Do whatever you like, but don't lose time. Don't waste your time. And so it's very easy to learn. You can either go to school, you can either go to technical school, you can develop your arts or your abilities, but don't waste time. So invest on your education.
And you mentioned about, in the beginning, belonging and fun. And I will tie the word fun with the concept of passion. When you work on something that you feel passionate about, then you are really having fun in what you do. No matter how hard is the path, no matter how difficult it is, if you believe in what you're doing, and if you feel passionate about what you're doing, you will have fun along the way. And so I always say also to my students, as they start doing their startups and sometimes have a lot of difficulties and want to quit, I say, you have to have fun during the process. It's about the walk, it's about the path. The destination is important, but you have to affect change every step of the way. So never compromise your integrity, never compromise your values, because that's what keeps you intact and purposeful, and as you live your life. Sometimes the world moves fast. We move fast with the world, and then we are in the flow, and we are not self-conscious of what we're doing. So those gap years, those moments of travel, of experiences, are very valuable to recenter ourselves in our inner self as we experience others in a more relaxed time frame, where we actually are able to understand what's important, we're able to rethink some of our options. And those moments of stop and go are very important to find a direction in life. So it's important not to run as fast as life is running, to create those stops. This is fundamental.
I would say one of the best things we did here in Europe, but I think in other countries I would recommend the same, is to do at least part of your education in another country. And if it cannot be in another country, in another city. Because if you go away from your environment, you go away from, you have to think, you have to adapt, and you have to learn about other things.
So as you invest in your education, you gain knowledge, you're able to formalize, to understand, to analyze. But sometimes if we have too much of that only in school isolated, that we lose perspective of how to apply the knowledge. As you travel, as you experience, you see the world in practice.
Of that,
And when you can make the connection between the two, when you can understand the world through your real life experiences, but then theorize and see the patterns of what you're watching based on your knowledge, when you can combine the both, that's when you are powerful as a change maker, as an ability to intervene. I think there has never been a moment in life where there's so much power and ability to influence the world in the hands of each citizen, of each young person. Today, 100 years ago, if someone was living in a small town somewhere, they could not think about changing the world. They did not understand or know the world. Now, every citizen, especially, of course, more in developed countries, but also increasingly everywhere in the world, each person is connected. Each person has a sense of what's happening around it. And with the right example, with the right idea, with the right passion, they can actually influence others and create amazing change, as the example of the lady that we mentioned, and many others in the world that are individually with others changing the world. So
I think we are coming to an end, but I would like to read what we have as a motto in Your Best Life program. Life is a brief, precious thing, and it doesn't wait around for you to start living your best life. We are dedicating our life to help you live yours better. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be with you.